Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to give you guys a very late kind of video. I haven't done a favorites video in a while, so I figured now would be a good time to show you my December favorites. First off though, I hope you guys had an awesome New Year's. I hope you guys had a fabulous holiday break. If you guys had a break, for those of you who didn't, I still really hope you enjoyed the holidays. It's good to have things back to normal though. I love the beginning of a new year. I think it's like a fresh start. You can kind of like get your gears going again and kind of set your sights to whatever you have planned for this year. Also, I want to thank all of you who have already entered my giveaway. It is still open, and like mentioned before, it is going to be open until the 15th. So y'all can still have a chance to enter. Go view my last video. I'll also link it down below and you can see what the rules are and you can enter for your chance to win some really awesome gifts. Okay, so I don't want to drag out this intro too long, so let's just jump right into it. The first favorite that I haven't had it for a while, I'll be totally honest with you guys, but I have been wanting it for quite some time. So as a Christmas gift to myself, I decided to buy the C by Giorgio Armani. It is such a great scent. It's more on the sweet side, so if you're somebody that doesn't really like sweet scents, this perfume is not for you, I'll be honest. It has the ability to wear very long, which I love. Nothing annoys me more. Okay, that's being really over dramatic, but really it's super annoying when you buy a perfume that is on the more pricier side and it doesn't last you. That just grinds my gears because I felt like it's kind of a waste, because the whole point of a fragrance, and you know, a high-end luxury fragrance if you will, is for it to last you, and for it not to last at least a couple of hours, you know, on your skin or on your clothes. It just, ugh. Next favorite is going to be a body lotion. And one of my favorite things from Bath & Body Works, besides their fabulous candles and home scents and all that, are their aromatherapy items. Like they have one for energy, they have one to calm. This is a new favorite of mine, and it is their sleep lotion. This smells so good. I really can't say that it actually helps me sleep, but it definitely does have a scent that relaxes you. It is a very calming and soothing scent. It is lavender vanilla. Come on. Those two together, ugh. I can just smell it from right here on the cap, but it's so good. Also, it's really moisturizing. Of course, you don't want it to just smell good. You want it to actually hydrate your skin. This is fabulous. I put this on when I get out of the shower at night, and like right when I step out, when like I feel like my pores are still open because it was really hot and steamy, and it's just like it soaks into your skin so well, leaves your skin feeling so soft. I am an absolute believer in moisturizing. I love to just pack on moisturizer and hydration right before I go to bed, so I wake up feeling like super hydrated, and I love it. Next one I have had, yeah, since the beginning of December, and I gotta say, I don't really want to say that I love it. I'm going to throw it in here because I have been consistently using it for the month of December, so I feel like I want to address what I do like about it and kind of give you all my recommendations. It is the Purity Made Simple by Philosophy. It is a face wash. Not my favorite, I'll be honest. It's kind of funny, right, because this is a favorites video, but out of all the face washes that I've used, this kind of doesn't really fall into my must-have favorites. I wanted to give this a try because I was already at the store. I needed a face wash because my other ones had run out, so I decided to pick this one up and just give it a try because I like what it said on here. It was a one-step facial cleanser. It seemed very natural, very lightweight. I kind of like that idea. I don't like something that's too overpowering or harsh on my skin. It's one of those cleansers that I would probably recommend more for a drier skin type and maybe a more normal to dry skin type. So before using this one, I was using my Bobbi Brown lathering tube soap in the evening, and in the morning I was using my Origins checks and balances. That combination worked really well for me. I just ran out and I like to try everything, so I wanted to try another one just for the hell of it. I'm going to use this until it's done because I like to get my money's worth. But like I said, wouldn't really recommend it for us girls who are combination to oily. I would really just say this is really good for either a very young skin, maybe like a preteen, teenager kind of age range. Alright, for some beauty products. Okay, first one is going to be this lipstick. Oh, I love it so much because I think it's just like the perfect fall winter color if you guys don't want to have something too like bam and like in your face. It is the Maybelline Creamy Matte Lipstick in the shade Touch of Spice. I forgot what it was called. In the shade Touch of Spice. I am wearing it right now. I've been wearing this pretty frequently throughout the month. I really like the formula of these lipsticks because they're nice and creamy and they still have that matte look, so they don't dry out and they're not like hard to like apply, which I think that's super annoying. And they last a pretty good while. I'm not gonna say they have like a really good staying power, but they're pretty colors, they wear really nice, and they feel good. Next is this little sample, little baby size of a product that I got, but I have been using it. Again, it's winter, it gets really dry, so like I mentioned before and earlier in this video, I'm 100% a believer in moisturizing, especially during the nighttime. So this is the Josie Maran Argan Infinity Intensive Creamy Oil. This sounds super hardcore, and for those of you with oily skin, you're probably thinking like, girl, what are you doing? You do not need any more hydration. I say more is more. I felt like after using all of my skincare steps and creams and everything at night, putting this on last is what I would do, and I felt like it just kind of sealed everything in there. And when I would go to bed and wake up, I wouldn't wake up like an oil slick. Don't think like I look like super greasy or something. I just kind of felt like everything penetrated into my skin better. If you guys have any dry spots, or if you're just a drier skin type, give this a shot because I feel like it really any face oil though is really good for you. So I highly recommend face oils. Next is a foundation. Now please forgive me, but this is a foundation that is going to be kind of kicked because they're not going to be making it anymore. We're actually going to be replacing it, and the reason why I say we is because it is from Bobbi Brown. It is the Bobbi Brown Extra Repair Foundation, and this does have SPF 25, right? SPF 25 in it. So this foundation is a little bit different than your average foundation because it is really good for a mature skin type that is suffering with dryness. Hence the extra repair in the name. It's gonna really help your skin better improve itself. It's actually a more of like a treatment foundation to where it's actually doing good for your skin while you're wearing it. Also, it is very moisturizing and it isn't as dry as the Longwear Even Finish that I personally love, and that's really my go-to everyday foundation. I do apply this with my full coverage face brush and it works beautifully. It's very hydrating, and I feel like just with the weather we've been having, it smells good too. The weather we've been having, it just really hydrates my skin. I'm actually wearing it today, so you can even kind of see, I think on camera, because I'm kind of looking in the viewfinder right now, and I feel like my skin is giving off a glow, especially like right here on my cheeks. And I personally really like that look. I like a little bit of a luminosity, right? That's for luminosity, luminous, whatever. I like a luminous look, so I really think that for those of you that want that inner glow, you really want something that's kind of good for your skin but still gives you coverage, this is a really good option. You may or may not be able to still find it, I'm not too sure, within like your local stores. Double check, I don't know. I want to say they might have pulled it from the counters already. I know at mine they have already pulled it. We just kind of have whatever we have left. That's all we have left to sell, and they're really like kind of like odd shades. This was like a little tester one that they had given us to try out. So, but we are going to be coming out with something even better. So stay tuned for that because that should be actually really exciting. Next product is going to be a nail polish. I have mentioned this before, it was in one of my haul videos, but it is the Essie Glitter Luxe Effects, and this is in the shade, where is, oh, to the top, Rock at the Top. And it's just gold glitter, you guys. You know I love gold. And this is honestly one of the best glitter polishes that I have owned because they have a different size of glitter within the polish, which I really like because I think it gives a lot more dimension. Oh, also it's really not that hard to take off, which I also really think is really good too. Another favorite, and I feel like this is kind of like more of a favorite new routine, if you will. But before I started using the Anastasia Dip Brow, before I started using the Anastasia Brow Wiz for my brows, I would always use powder. For those of us who have a lot of hair already, a good way to do your eyebrows is by powder, because powder gives you a more natural look for those of us that have a really dense brow already or a lot of hair, and it just helps darken the shade of your brow. It gives you that darker tint so they look more defined. And I kind of stopped using it because I wanted to play around with different products, kind of get used to the feel of them. I love the way the Dip Brow works, the Brow Wiz works, but I've kind of recently resorted back to powder. So I really feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of like revisiting my roots here. And what I like about powder is that you can pretty much find a good brow color powder in like almost any palette. So for me personally, the ones that I have been using lately are going to be these last two shades here within the Bobbi Brown Rich Chocolate Eye Palette. The shades are called Rich Chocolate and Cocoa. So Rich Chocolate is this darker one here, and this one is Cocoa. I use this one at the tail of my brow and this one at the beginning of my brow. If you guys would like a brow tutorial or an updated brow tutorial on how I fill in my brows with these powders, then by all means let me know. I have them on today and I've been using them pretty much constantly. I kind of feel like it is the fastest way to get something on your brows, and it works beautifully. And a last beauty product favorite is going to be these lashes. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you usually see the looks that I post, and I love these lashes. Like, I can't even tell you how much I love them, because I would probably sound like a psycho person, even more crazy than what I sound right now. But only thing is that if you're gonna buy mink lashes, be expecting to pay a higher price for them, but it kind of evens out because you can reuse them about maybe like 30 times. So, but these specifically have become one of my favorites. These are from Minka Lashes. These are in the style Kiki, and you can kind of see them here. They're kind of like, they're on their last life, I'm not gonna lie. I think I can probably get about maybe 2 more uses out of them, and then they're gonna just be done. Some hairs start to already fall out of them, so, and they're pretty delicate right now. They're at a very delicate stage and I don't want to talk about it. So yeah, these lashes, they're nice and full, they're light, but God, they just give such good length, and I mean, they're just like, okay. That wraps up beauty favorites. I do have one more favorite that I wanted to throw in. I kind of want to do something a little bit different here on my channel, because really this is a big part of the kind of person I am and what I like to do on my free time, as opposed to makeup and, you know, everything else that I really like to talk about here on my channel. But I am a pretty avid reader. I do love reading. I hate when I don't have the time to sit down and read a good book, because it is one of my favorite things to do. I find it very relaxing, very calming. So I am going to give you guys one of my favorite books from this past month, and it's going to be a book recommendation. And this is one of the books that I can say it's really for anybody. Like, anybody can read it, no matter what kind of person you are, male or female. It was probably one of the most useful readings I ever got assigned to throughout my whole college career. So this book is called The Greatest Salesman in the World, and it's by Og Mandino. It is an older book, so it's not going to be like modern, or like the references in here aren't too modern. It is pretty dated. So for those of you who are maybe looking for really good motivation, or just really for some really good insight, and it's going to help you kind of, I don't know, maybe really ask yourself what it is that you can be doing differently. And I just find that it was really inspiring to read, and it was also really helpful, and it really is motivating. So it's a really good read, and I mentioned to one of my subscribers already that I am a huge fan of reading, and I always really love suggestions on good books. I pretty much read and like anything. So only kind of genres I really don't care for are science fiction, and I've never really given romance a shot, but I don't know. I haven't even read 50 Shades of Grey, so don't hate me for those of you who have. I have nothing against the book, I just haven't had a chance to read it, so I don't know. Maybe I will before the movie comes out, but I don't want to talk about that. But anyway, again, another really good recommendation. If you guys have some downtime, it's a small book, it's an easy read, so it shouldn't take you long, but it is really good, and it's going to give you hopefully a new perspective on things, and maybe what you can do differently to kind of get you to where you want to be or need to be. So that is my suggestion for you. That wraps up my December favorites. Yeah. I know it came in a little late, but better late than never. I hope you guys have a really good rest of the month. But once again, if you have not entered my giveaway and you really want to get a chance to win some really cool items, I suggest to watch my last video. Check to see what the rules are. I have them in the description box on that video as well. And yeah, keep them coming. I really enjoy reading y'all's goals, resolutions, what you're looking forward to for this year. It is really great to read them, and I hope all of you who have entered and have left me your goals get a chance to actually accomplish those. So I keep them coming. I love reading them. Until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye.